Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 8th. This week, we're going to jump right in here and get started. I'm going to do another kind of different spread here. We're going to take a look at your current energies, just like kind of like a general in this first row. In your second row here, we're going to look at any blockages that may be coming up for you here, or any blind spots, anything you don't see coming. And of course, we will be looking for solutions. In your next row, we're going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you. And in your final row, we're going to take a look at your next steps this week that you should be taking, or whatever steps you want to take. Is what I have to say. At the end, by the way, we are going to do 3 yes or no questions again, and I will give you time. I will tell you to pause the video if you want to take time to ask your questions or to think about your questions in your head. And, because I'm going to pull 3 cards, then we're going to flip them over and say yes or no. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising this week as well, Leo, to see what's going on for you. But, Leo, let's see what we have going on for you here. Leo this week, and Leo here. I'm getting something about quick fix is popping into my head. We're going to have to look into that. You have the time machine card here. For some of you, I feel like you need to kind of like let go of this type of time machine energy, like wishing that you could go back to something here. I feel some what if energy going on in your reading, but I feel like that could be keeping you stuck. So I would just be careful of that, like what if, being stuck type of energy. Yeah, you have a powerful move card here. This card is like 5D chess. It's like, I feel like there is a powerful move that you could be making. Let's see what it is. But here in your general row, you have the 5 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the 2 of Wands here. I feel like there's a strong need for you to take the lead on something. It's funny that you have the 5 of Pentacles with the Strength card right here. Your energy, Leo. It's like this reading is really asking you to be bold, to be assertive, to take the lead. The whole entire reading is kind of like asking you to do that. I would be careful of like stinking thinking with the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles to me is a card that says do not call attention to your weaknesses. Do not call attention to things that make you feel weak. So I would be careful of that. You have the Hierophant, or the Hermit, and you do have the Hierophant here, but you have the Hermit and the 2 of Wands. I do feel like this is asking you to leave a comfort zone here. For some of you, I do feel like you could be surprising people in your life this week. The Strength card to me is a clue card. It's kind of like it's not like the full action of doing something that is surprising to other people, but to me it's kind of like the spark. So for some of you, I do feel you could be surprising people with some sort of move that you're making this week. For some of you, I feel this is literally moving because you have the Wheel of Fortune and the 6 of Swords. For others, I feel like this is just a powerful move. Look, the reading says a powerful move. You have the 10 of Swords popping out. I don't take pop outs, but that is interesting. I need to get more details on what this powerful move is for you here, Leo. I do feel that this is going to be a good thing. 2 of Cups, some of you could be accepting love into your life here. Knight of Swords, this is quick progress coming in for you. And the Sun, damn. Leo, this is really good. I feel like this is one of those things that surprises other people, something that you're doing. I'm kind of getting 2 stories. For some of you, I feel you could almost be like leaving a job and getting something that's much better here in your life, and so there's like a major improvement. For others, I feel you could be walking away from a person here, and I think that's the powerful move that you're making. It's like, I feel like someone kind of feels that they got you, but I feel that you could be walking away, and I feel that could be really surprising a person, or they just don't expect it. I get something about walking away here. You're really taking your power back here, which is interesting. I get this feeling of like withholding energy is the best way I could put it, Leo. And because of that, it's like you're creating this like a vacuum. I feel like you're becoming a magnet, because it's like you're not just blasting energy all over the place with the Hermit. He's very contained. He's very reserved. This is the Star, but he's holding it in this lantern. It's kind of like it's reserved, it's held back. And that's the energy that I get here for you. It's almost like you're, the best way I could say this is it's almost like you're not trying. and you know what? You know when everything works out in your life? When you stop trying to do things, right? That's always the way. So, in a lot of ways, I feel like this whole row is just saying that you have stopped trying to force things to happen. And because of that, I feel like you're like becoming a magnet to things you want this week. Love it. Amazing. In your next row, we're going to take a look at any blockages or any blind spots that you have. You have this truth card here, and so I feel for some of you, it's a inner truth here. I feel like you know that you need to take a leap of faith with this Fool card. You know that there's something you need to get started on, or that there's something that is going to require your action. So I feel like this is a personal inner truth. You have the Strength card, the Hermit, the Hierophant. I keep wanting to switch these two cards for some reason, and the Fool. Here, I feel for some of you also that you really need to take some time to nurture and care for yourself with the Strength card. The Strength card is you, but it could also be you taking care of yourself, you needing to nurture yourself, heal yourself. So that could be a little bit of a blockage, because if you're not doing that, you know, you could be like more tired, you could be more exhausted or something along those lines. So I'd take good care of yourself. I do feel like there's like a little bit of an educational kind of blockage here with the Hierophant. The Hierophant could say, as far as a blockage is concerned, it could say that there's something you don't know. The Fool really kind of says you don't need to know it. You know, the Fool is kind of like saying that you need to take a leap of faith. Intuitively, I feel it's because of the level that you're at. The Hierophant represents, he has 3 levels to his crown. It represents 3 levels of learning. And what I would say here is that for some of you, it's almost like you have maybe been learning about your job or about your business. It's like you want to take a leap of faith towards the next level. The Hierophant could say that you have learned how to do something maybe in your brain, right? It's like maybe you've read about something, maybe you've been reading about making certain improvements in some area of your life, maybe you've been watching videos about how to make certain improvements. I feel like the next step is action, the Fool. So I feel like this is just saying that your blockage is, it's basically saying you know everything you need to know right now, because he only has this tiny little sack on his back here, Leo, and that tiny little sack represents the fact that he knows everything he needs to know right here, right between his 2 ears. So I really feel this, and look at Fool on the bottom of the deck here as well. I really feel like this reading is kind of saying that, you know, it's like you intuitively or inside yourself, you know that what you need to do. And it's like through learning, through education. But it's like now it's time to take action on some education here. I almost get like this analysis paralysis energy here, Leo. You have the High Priestess, trust your intuition. Something has a lot of potential as well. 4 Cups, yeah, things don't look perfect. And the 3 of Swords here, trying to heal. It's like you're waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be. You know, this is like 3 of Wands energy is what I would say to you here, Leo, this entire row. The 3 of Wands can represent waiting for the perfect moment to do something when there never will be a perfect moment. So I feel for some of you need to take action. The problem with the High Priestess, as far as a blockage is concerned, is the fact that, number one, that she represents no action, and also she only represents potential. So it's kind of like we just see the mirage of something that we want to create. You know, we could be thinking, oh, I want to create this $1 million business, but just the idea. It's not the, you know, it's just something. The High Priestess is just something that has entered into our conscious awareness. It's not something that we have taken action on yet here. That 4 Cups is feeling like you don't have the things that you need, because it's like he's manifesting these cups. It's like the universe is giving him everything he needs to get started on his journey here with the Fool. But it's like he's looking at those cups. He's like saying, nah, like I don't think that's what I need to be able to, you know, have the relationship of my dreams. I don't think that's the whatever, right? So I feel like some of you need to get started with this energy. I get this like insecurity energy. And again, I'm not calling you out here, Leo. We all have problems, right? But I feel like this is kind of like feeling a little bit insecure. I feel like you need to kind of step more into that strength energy of being very secure. So that's what I got there. Next, in your unexpected, or the area of the unexpected this week, you have the Courthouse card. I hope some of you aren't going to court, but you could be getting news in court here, I feel. You could be receiving help. You have the Community card as well. So I feel like some of you could be getting help here. For others, I do feel like this is good news actually coming in for you in general, Leo. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords here. I do feel that there could be a lot of help coming in from people in your life with the 3 of Pentacles. For others, I feel that this could be good news because of work that you've already done. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, these people are admiring the work that he is doing. So some of you could be getting very positive attention in work or in business. It could also be like, you know, if you did work for a person or if you help someone, you could be getting praise here, I feel, as well. For others, I do feel that there is a turnaround coming in for you here. This has to do with some sort of communication. So I need to clarify right away, because I don't really, this could be in court, you know, especially if things, you know, I do feel flip-flop 2 Wands. So some of you, this is coming from leadership, I feel. Death card changes everything. And the Knight of Cups, definitely. I feel like this is good news coming in for you here, Leo. It's almost like you are receiving good news about something official here, especially if you've been dealing with court. But I feel this flip-flop energy here, where it's like maybe you've been in court already, like in a divorce situation. I feel like there was like some bad news, but it's like things are changing quickly. I almost get the energy of the Temperance card. Temperance is kind of like a total turnaround in some ways. Or it's like an unexpected change. And this is coming up in the area of the unexpected this week. So I feel that there is kind of this change coming in for you this week, and it's going to be very positive. For others, this could be unexpected love coming in for you. I would say that it's coming in through a group of people. So this obviously would be like friends, family, but it could be some sort of social gathering as well. Yes, I understand that there is COVID, but you could be socially distancing with people and all this other stuff. So I feel for some of you could be meeting this person through a group. Could also be like an online group and other things as well. So use your brains, right? This could be coming in through any type of group, but I do feel like it could be love. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. So that's all I got there for the unexpected. I really don't, if I'm being honest with you, I don't feel unexpected. I don't really feel anything unexpected coming in for you this week with this row. I don't really feel like it's that much of a surprise. Like if you're getting news in court, maybe your lawyer has already told you that that you should probably expect good news. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't feel that surprising, if I'm being honest with you here, Leo. But it is what it is. In your last row here on your next steps, you have the time to go card. So I feel like it is time to level up. Pretty much your whole entire reading is saying that it's time to level up in some way. It's time for you to make some sort of powerful move here. So I feel for some of you, that's really what this whole entire reading boils down to, is that you're making a powerful move, whether it's walking away from a person or doing something that surprises other people. I almost get this feeling like someone told you couldn't do something, and so you're going to do it anyway. It's like that feeling of being pissed off when someone tells you that you can't, that you aren't, that they don't see you as capable of doing something. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're like, no, I'm going to show you. This is like the prove it energy. I feel like you're proving something to people in your life. Or it's like you have this desire to prove someone wrong. It feels very specific to me. You have these Six of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Lovers. So I do feel for some of you, you're moving forward with the Six of Swords here. This Queen of Swords is clarity, and the Lovers is being at a crossroads. I do feel some of you could be like walking away from people in your life, or since you're this whole reading kind of looks like you're making an upgrade. That could mean that you're at a crossroads with the Lovers because you're making some changes. It's like you're walking away from people in your life. I also feel like this could have to do with your moral beliefs as well, but I feel it's a little bit more broad of a message. It's almost like your beliefs are changing at this time, and I feel you're just upgrading, really, Leo, is what this whole entire reading is saying. But let's clarify this last row. You have the Lovers again. Some of you could have love coming in here, or you could be moving towards a Gemini at this time. You have the Ace of Swords, some sort of truth coming in for you. This is like a major victory coming in for you here, Leo. And the Ten of Swords, which I think popped out at the beginning of the reading. So some of you are definitely walking away from a person, but you're walking right towards a new person. For others, I feel that I feel like you need to be careful of this energy, if I'm being honest with you, Leo. But I'm getting a weird message on the Ten of Swords here. It's almost like you are, I don't know how to say this. It's almost like you are kind of, worried about what will happen to people. The best example I could give you of the energy I'm feeling here, Leo, is that it's like one of those energies where maybe you feel like if you quit your job, the people that you work with will be hurt, right? Or maybe you feel like you'd be hurting those people here. But it's almost like this false sense of responsibility. I would be careful of that with the Ten of Swords. Is what I would say here. For some of you, I feel like you could be kind of worried about your boss, like maybe if you leave your job, your boss will be screwed or something like that. But there's like an old saying, I don't know what the saying is, but it basically says if you were to die tomorrow, if you were to die today, your boss would have an ad in the paper tomorrow or whatever it is for your job, basically. So I feel for some of you, this is like, like I know that you maybe have a lot of pride with the Strength card here, but this is kind of, it's almost like you're walking away from pride or something like that. But in a lot of ways, I feel like you're taking your power back by doing this. So interesting. But thank you for being here, Leo. Really appreciate it. We are going to do 3 yes or no questions now. We're going to do 1, 2, or 3. And you can ask up to 3 questions. Feel free to pause the video right now, but 1, 2, and 3. and we're going to ask yes or no. So for card number 1, we have a no, 2 of swords. I just feel no on this card here. I feel like something is a no. That's all I got. For card number 2, we have, I would say yes. This is more like a maybe. I feel like you need to trust your intuition on your question for number 2. I feel like you need to also take action on something. It's like you have a choice, but really what I'm feeling here for question number 2 is I feel this card is saying if you're going to do something, like I feel like this energy of needing to commit like 1,000%. I feel like you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So whatever your question is, I feel like you need to like go in 1,000%. You know, there is no, giving something just partial time or something like that. I know that might only make sense to one of you, but that's what I'm getting there. For card number 3, I would say yes, I feel on the 4 of Cups. It's like you're getting what you want, but this is like a step. Again, I feel like I said this already. 4 Cups, kind of a weird card. Again, kind of another maybe. I should title this yes, no, maybe, because this is like a maybe. And, as I always say, people asked in one of the other readings, because I said maybe in one of the bonus readings that I did, and people were like, I thought these were supposed to be yes or no. But my problem with tarot is that tarot isn't set in stone. So really, are we asking yes or no question? Yes, of course. But you can always change the outcome. You can always make something happen or make something not happen as well. But I feel like this 4 of Cups is almost like saying the answer is yes, but it doesn't look exactly how you want it to. So I feel like you need to kind of take more action with that question as well. But thank you for watching, Leo. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Leo, and definitely enjoy your week.